you've had a pretty good couple of quarters. You came out with earnings. Again, they beat analyst estimates. Are you expecting a pickup in the U.S.? Have we seen the worst of U.S. consumer demand?
Basically, U.S. was quite difficult last year. Was not an easy moment, and now is better. But again, last year was a very good year for us, very volatile. We expect 2024, volatile as well. I hope not, but the first 2 months are very good. But our concern is really to watch carefully the war, watch carefully the customer, because learning from last year that was super volatile, we are ready to be careful of this current year.
Mr. Ruffini, are you expecting or are you seeing any signs of a recovery in China?
China is, again, very good. We have the last quarter of last year, China's quite successful. Chinese New Year was as well very strong. And now is slowly to be, but because it's finished the vacation, it's like Christmas in Europe, but still China strong. And for us, it's very interesting market. All the Chinese is strong. They are strong in China as well, traveling all around, in Korea, in Japan, and we have in Europe as well. They almost recover, from 2019. A lot of travelers, Chinese travelers, are in Europe, and Hong Kong is back. Hong Kong, the biggest news is Hong Kong is back. As you know, was in crisis since 2017, 18, and now the customers are back. The Chinese, they continue to travel to Hong Kong, and honestly, the Asia is quite solid market for us.
So, Remo, what concerns you the most, and what are you most positive about? I know there's, again, you talk about volatility, there are wars, consumer demand, I guess, is getting more picky. Do you focus on pricing or your supply chain? What's the biggest worry?
For sure, the inflation that we have in the last couple of years was impacting the price. We not increase the price. We only put the increasing cost of the raw material and the manufacture. Having said that, what worries more is really the change in behavior of the customer. They really change the trend. They're really super fast to change. Everybody today talking about this, let's say, white luxury is a very popular word, and only 1 year ago the market was very maximalistic, very streetwear. Now it's very quiet, very quality, very sophisticated, and you have to stay tuned with the customer. You have to stay tuned with the community. You have to stay tuned with everyone around the world, because the trend could change from day to night. It means it's quite tricky.
Remo, you also did a pretty impressive Grenoble show, and there was a lot of people saying, look, you may be going back to some of your roots. We're looking at beautiful pictures of people skiing. Are you going to, what's the right way to do luxury right now? A lot of people are saying there are too many luxury companies out there. How do you differentiate yourself?
Actually, we are quite unique. Uniqueness for me is everything. If we just changed our strategy 1 year ago, is based on one brand, Moncler, and 3 dimensions: Moncler Collection, Genius, and Moncler Grenoble. I think we demonstrated in the last 18 months with the 3 events, one in Milano in Piazza del Duomo, one in London with Genius, and the last show we did in St. Moritz a couple of weeks, 3 weeks ago. I think our dimension is there, our strategy is there. I'm very confident that we have a clear idea for the next 3 years, because we really give to the customer a Moncler approach. We try to be, as I always say, beyond fashion, but at the same time we stay tuned with this world, but not losing our roots. If you watch the last show we did, is really in the luxury world, but in the middle of the forest, is really a fire tale. I think it's something super interesting. I'm quite confident that our strategy is very solid. We can work very well in the next 3 years.
Remo, it's also been a few years since you acquired Stone Island. I remember talking to you about it on this very program. Given some of the pressures that some of the smaller luxury companies have, are you ready or looking for another acquisition?
So basically, Stone Island is in their good moment because we need couple of years to redesign the organization, redesign the distribution, redesign the strategy. Because as you know, we love to go DTC, direct to customer. Direct to customer approach is really very important for the strategy we normally use at Moncler. After the 2 years, I mean, we're really ready now to start talking with the customer in the right way, to have the right distribution, the right stores. And for the next acquisition is not today, or not tomorrow, because honestly, as I said before, we have a lot of things to do for Moncler. We just start our new strategy, and we just started to redesign Stone Island in terms of marketing, in terms of communication, in terms of everything. And I think we have a couple of years, 2-3 years for both brands, very, very intensive. And I trust a lot we are in the right track. Honestly, another brand could be tricky for us.
Remo, when you look at some of, I guess, the opportunities out there, do you sell differently to your customers now in 2024 than you did 5-6 years ago? Is the world of luxury really changing? And what does that mean for Moncler for you to stay on top?
It's changed a lot, Think only about omnichannel. Omnichannel is everything. If you want to stay tuned with all the customer, you need different touch point, and to not to sell, but just to to improve your brand perception. 5 years ago was totally different. Now we have honest to improve a lot this journey, because I think especially now that wholesale is not successful as a couple of years ago, digital is okay. I think we have really to build up a strong touch point with the same concept, the same image, the same approach, the same experience, and give the possibility to our community to go around all our touch point and find the same Moncler with the same spirit, with the same charming, let's say.